Hello, God creatures. Welcome to my channel. I'm Frances Hayes Jones for those who are new. Today's video will be a vlog about please be careful with who you choose to be your mentor. It could be finance mentor, fitness mentor, whatever mentor. Please be careful. I had a horrible experience. Last year, September, I got contacted by an individual through social media, Instagram. He said he been following me for a while and he loved my work ethic, my fitness, how I'm passionate about it. And if I've ever thought about being in a fitness, in a bodybuilding competition, I said I've never thought about it, but I can challenge myself. And as you can see, I'm looking swollen in this video, like puffed up, and this the heaviest I've been. So when he first started, he said, "Oh, we got to put on pounds, we got to gain muscles." I'm like, "You sure?" Cause I'm already thick. He said, "Oh, just listen." First of all, he was rude from the get go, from the beginning. He told me just listen to whatever I say. I'm your coach, and I'm like, okay, whatever. What's in it for you? He said nothing. I just, after you get a result, just post me and promote me. I said, okay, no problem. That was the agreement. So, but something didn't seem right because he kept telling me I have to eat all this meal. I had to eat 6 meals a day, 9 ounces of just protein, 5 ounces of rice. It was just so many stuff. I'm like, this thing seems a lot of meal for my body. And when I talked to him about it, because something wasn't sitting right with me, listen to your conscience, guys, especially when it keeps playing in your head. And he said, well, there's a reason why I'm your coach and blah, 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 blah. But again, he was coaching two people. I think he said he was new to this. He was coaching two, few other people. But he kept saying, he had a group chat. And I noticed that those people weren't in the group chat anymore. And when I asked him, he was like, "What, they're not ready?" and blah 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 blah. I'm like, okay. So I started asking people in the gym who have done bodybuilding before. I said, "Do you eat this much meals?" And most of the response was, "I don't think you should eat that much because you already have the body." And I'm like, "Yeah, because it doesn't seem right." And I started breaking up. I started feeling pain in my stomach. And I started researching because I'm like, I don't think our body can take this much food. But every time I go ask him, he will shut me up and just say something else. Fast forward, he end up asking me to pay. He said from now on, we're gonna pay so amount, which was a high price. So I'm like, when we first talk about it, you said nothing was in it for you. You just wanted me to promote it, and you came to me to say that. So out of nowhere you requesting this amount. My husband was like, don't do it, just get out. I'm like, I already started and I'm 3 months into it. Even though I kept feeling sick to my stomach, like something's wrong, it might not be right. Stupid me, foolish me, still continued. I paid him the money and we kept, doing whatever. And mind you, I kept reminding him because he's supposed to send me workouts and stuff. I had after I paid him the money, the communication slowed down. I had to remind him to send me workouts. I had to do this and that, and I was doing all the workout by myself because he's out of state. Thank God I've been in the fitness industry for a long time, so I knew what to do. So anywho, I realized, long story short, I realized this dude was just, I don't know, a hot mess. I would just say I gained way more pounds to the point that I couldn't even wear my waist trainer. Before I could even agree to do stuff with him, I used to wear my waist trainer and do all that. I couldn't do anything again. So I'm like, you know what? Enough is enough. I was supposed to go for the bodybuilding show, which was this weekend. I still went to North Carolina. I decided to cancel everything because I wasn't feeling right. So I went right back to my apple cider vinegar, like cleansing my whole body. I had to cleanse. And the crazy part is, I find out because I went to a bodybuilding coach, like a legit bodybuilding coach. I found out that um, that person right in my state, right next to me, he told me plain blank, that dude was just killing you slowly. You shouldn't have even put on all those weight. And I'm like, I knew something wasn't right. So thank God I know, I've been in healthy living stuff for a long time. I knew exactly what to do. I started drinking my apple cider vinegar, cleansing my body, and it didn't take long. I went right back to myself. My face started clearing. It wasn't filled with pimples and all that. My waist started shrinking back, my face, everything. I just started feeling good now. That dude was just clocking my body with all these food that our body doesn't need. Too much food. So it reached to the point that I stopped going to the bathroom because it was so much food for my body to process, or anybody body to process. So it was just ridiculous. And I'm like, thank God I knew what to do, and I knew something was wrong. So I should have stopped from the get go, but me being stubborn, I'm like, okay, let me see what this bodybuilding about. Because even though I've been doing fitness for a long time, I do heavy lifting, I do powerlifting. It's way different from bodybuilding. So all those time I was just thinking that okay, this is different, this is different. But thank God I caught it on time before this dude could kill me. And this is when I started getting back to myself. I started feeling good again, and everything was looking nice. And I went right back to my waist trainer, just like that, and I feel amazing again. So basically, like, be careful who coach you, especially if you haven't even met the person physically, because I met that person online. And even if you meet the person physically, research them, know about them, because again, anybody could say they know this, they know that because they want to get money. So it's just my experience, which was horrible. It could have been worse, and I just thank God. And I just wanted okay, right. I also did I did a video about my ginger, my lemon. I was doing all this to cleanse my body because it was horrible, and all these came in handy. I feel great now. I have a couple of pounds to still lose, and these were the meals I ate, which were mainly seafood, and I just was done with food. And the detox drinks and all that helped a lot. And the rest of the video is some workouts I did and everything to get right back to myself. So enjoy the video. Hopefully you learn from me. Pick who you choose again as your coach. Be careful. Not everybody out there, especially with social media, already know what they say. Like, they can say something just for the money. It doesn't mean they already know what they're talking about. So do your research.